guys, it's Bree, and welcome to my October manga haul. Now this haul is actually going to be a different format, simply because I can't really open packages at random days anymore. Now that winter is approaching in Canada, days with actual daylight are becoming far and few between, so I decided to switch it up and change to just showing you all of the haul at once. Let's get started. So the first manga that I picked up this month was actually through eBay because I got an entire series for a really good price. And the series that I picked up was My Heavenly Hockey Club by Ai Morinaga. I really like Ai Morinaga's shoujo works. I find that they are so funny. They are kind of that like slapstick comedy similar to Ouran High School Host Club. I would say that this series is literally a combination of Ouran High School Host Club and Grand Blue Dreaming, literally for how the plot works. So that was volume 1. Here is volume 2. I wish that it was ice hockey, but sadly it is field hockey. This is volume 3. Not that that really matters, because they never play hockey anyways. And here is volume 4 and volume 5, volume 6, volume 7, and finally, volume 8. So this series was unfortunately dropped in English before it could be completely published. There are 14 volumes in Japanese, but only 8 were published in English. So technically this series is complete for English publishing. I managed to pick it all up for $60, which to me was a good deal considering that it's wildly out of print and actually kind of hard to find. And because it was through an eBay charity thing, part of the proceeds went to charity, so great deal. Now on to the next set of manga that I got. I picked up the entirety of Beasts of Abigail by Spica Aoki. This series is basically about a girl who has to go to this combination werewolf prison school, I guess. It's really good. This is volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, and this series is complete at just 4 volumes. I found that it was pretty rushed in pacing because it seems like the author got cut off before she actually wanted to finish the series, so there was a lot of characters introduced that weren't really developed that much. And also the whole ending was like, how are they going to end this in just 20 more pages? And then they tried to, and I don't think it really worked out that well. But I really enjoyed the series. The other series that I picked up by Spica Aoki is Kaiju Girl Caramelize. This series completely blew me away. It was so good. This is volume 1, volume 2, and volume 3. These are all of the volumes that are currently out for Kaiju Girl Caramelize, and I picked them all up in October. I cannot wait for the 4th volume. This series is just so fun, very funny, and also just very sweet. I don't know. In general, I feel like Spica Aoki just draws really cute girls, and I'm really into that. I just loved collecting both of these series this month. So now that we're done with series, I'm just gonna go on to miscellaneous volumes that I picked up in October. The first one that I picked up was Canis by Zach. Now, this volume actually got delayed for me. It was supposed to arrive in September and it didn't, which I was really sad about. But Canis Dear Mr. Rain was always kind of like a trophy, I want it to be published in English series, and I am so glad that Kuma picked it up. It is so good. As far as the BL series goes, this one can definitely be read by literally anyone and they'll probably enjoy it. Another BL that I picked up this month was Dekoboko Sugar Days. Now this manga was super out of stock for a long time because it's published by Tokyopop, and I guess they didn't account for how popular it would be. So I think I tried to order it back in September, and then it was waiting for new copies, and now I have finally received it a month later in October. It was a pretty sweet romance, and I would say that I enjoyed it. The next volume that I picked up was the first volume of Yona of the Dawn. Now, this is a shoujo manga series that has been recommended to me more times than I could ever count, and I am so glad that I finally started it because the first volume was so fun and it was so good. I am definitely going to be picking up more volumes, hopefully soon, although I have some other series that take higher priority. I do imagine that I will be picking up volumes of this in the future, though. In October, I also picked up volume 15 of Natsume's Book of Friends. I am trying to complete collecting Natsume's Book of Friends. So now I have up to volume 15 and volume 16. Very excited to finally catch up on this series. This was one of the first manga series that I have ever read, and it is still so close to my heart. Another kind of yokai series that I picked up this month was volume 1 of the Red, the Light, and the Ayakashi. I know that this is based off of a visual novel because I remember that it has a really bombastic opening. So I picked it up. I haven't read it yet, so I can't really say much about it, but I don't know. Looks nice, at least. October was also the release month of the third volume of Prince Freya. Now, this volume was so good. I am so excited for future volumes of Prince Freya. They just keep doing it, y'all. Like, they keep adding the drama. I literally gasped midway through this volume because I did not predict what was going to happen on the next page. The suspense in this series is real. I love this blonde knight. That's my weakness. On to the larger volumes that I got, just in, I guess, height. I got the manga. This is a one-shot called Claudine by Ryuko Ikeda. Now, I actually listened to the episode on the podcast Shoujo and Tell, and I was really interested by all of the things that they were saying about this series, so I decided to pick it up. It is a 70s shoujo manga, and it is just so beautiful. I am happy that we are getting some older manga published in English, especially some of the classics. Another manga that I picked up because of a recommendation on a podcast, which is the Read Right to Left podcast that I was listening to, is Helter Skelter, because Ray just talks so highly of it. So this is a complete series called Helter Skelter Fashion Unfriendly by Kyoko Okazaki. This manga was crazy. I could not predict what was going to happen in this manga at all. It was amazing though. I really appreciate what it did. Very interesting josei, I guess, horror. There is quite a bit of horror elements and just general drama and suspense in this volume, and I just really liked it. Another horror manga that I picked up this month is Ibitsu by Haruto Ryo. Now, I actually talked about this volume in my Halloween manga recommendations. That's because I picked it up early in this month, read it, and then I really liked it. So definitely check out my Halloween manga video if you want to know more about Ibitsu. Another series that I started collecting and hopefully will continue being able to collect is What Did You Eat Yesterday? Volume 1 by Fumi Yoshinaga. I was really interested to check out some of Fumi Yoshinaga's other works after reading Oku, and honestly, I really like this volume 1. I know that this series is a little bit hard to get, so I'll see if I can get the other earlier volumes and hopefully continue collecting this. Now we are on to the last manga that I picked up in October, and it is The Po Clan by Moto Hagio. Now, this Fantagraphics published book is just so gorgeous. I haven't read it yet, but I'm going to be reading it very soon, It's about vampires, so perfect for, I guess, Halloween season, kind of. I love how the cover is very autumny, and also it is one of Moto Hagio's earlier works, so very shoujo, sparkly wonderfulness from the 70s. I love to see it. So happy that this got published in English. So here is everything that I picked up in October. Let me know if you like any of these series down in the comments, as well as if you have any recommendations for me. I would love to hear them. I hope that you like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!